the name of my last CD is Dirt in Your DNA. When I do a lot of agribusiness, I like to talk about that. I feel that you truly have to have dirt in your DNA. You have to be born with it in your system. A lot of times I'll go out and do a show and they go, hey, he's one of the top corporate comedians in the country. He does television, does radio, he does commercials, and he's a farmer. No, I'm a farmer who happens to be one of the top corporate comedians in the country who does television and radio, because I still farm. I've got a little 100-acre farm just outside of Willow Springs. I still farm as far as the IRS is concerned. And especially as far as Wake County is concerned. But you truly do. You have to have dirt in your DNA. It's got to be born into you. I cannot just take anybody out of a school, out of anywhere. You just can't take someone and say, boom, I'm going to turn you into a farmer. You can't do that. I have a friend of mine who lives in New York City. I know it sounds cliche, but he does. He's a good Southern boy, lives in New York City, spends a lot of time in L.A., and he told me one day, why don't you come spend 3 or 4 weeks with me in New York City? You'll love it. It's a city that never sleeps. It's the most amazing place in the world. You'll move here. Pretty sure I won't. It's got to be pretty damn good to beat Willow Springs, I can tell you that. He goes, no, but I feel sorry for you. You've never been to a Broadway play. You've never seen the Statue of Liberty. You just got to come and visit New York City. I goes, well, I would visit there, but you know who I really feel sorry for, though? I feel sorry for anybody in this world who has never pulled a calf. You know what I'm saying? There's a cow having trouble, and you go and you pull that calf, and it has its first breath of life. You gave it its first breath of life. You give it a little calf CPR. And it breathes and it looks at you with them big brown eyes, and you just saved its life and its mother's life. And of course, we're going to kill them later on and eat them, but that's beside the point. I mean, that's how we roll. It ain't. It's never personal, it's business, okay? My dad, growing up, said there wasn't one thing on his farm he would not sell except my mama, and he'd rent her out. And I feel sorry for anybody who has never, ever, and I miss open cab tractors. I miss the old days when, it'd be about April or end of March, 1st of April, and it's 75, 80 degrees, and that sun's on your face, and you're in an open cab tractor, and you're turning that soil over, and you get that aroma, that smell. It's laid there all winter, and you lay it over in that earthy, wonderful, sweet smell, and you just want to take a handful of it and sprinkle it on your cornflakes and eat it. Unless you're near a chicken house or a hog pen, and I wouldn't advise that. And I really feel sorry for anybody who's never put a seed in the ground, because that's truly the hand of God. They say there are no atheists in a foxhole, well, there's certainly no atheist on a farm. You take that little hard seed, and I don't care what it is, if it's a tobacco seed or a pumpkin seed or watermelon or corn or soybeans, and everything has to come together just perfect. Not too hot, not too cold, not too wet, not too dry. And that makes a beautiful plant. And then you go out and you feed the world. And see, that's special. That's dirt in your DNA, and you feel that pride, and you hope and pray you make money. And if you don't, well, we usually don't. But if you don't, and I love the fact that farmers are eternal optimists. I'm one of them. Every year we go, well, to be sure it won't flood again. To be sure we're not going to have 2 droughts in a row. And by God, if we can just find somebody stupid enough, good enough to lend us money, we'll do it again. And that's why I call it dirt in your DNA. Wow, for a minute there, I thought someone was holding me up. I thought, who's behind me sticking me in the back one? Give me your money. We're not in Apex.